What is up, my Squirtle Lights? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Destiny. Today, we're going to continue to work on the Varix quest here on Europa, trying to open up Europa a little bit more, taking down the Fallen and the Vex in the process. First one's done. All right, now we got Empire's Fall. Purchase and complete 2 sabotage quests acquired from Varix. So, here we go. Let's grab that one really quickly. And then, let's see, sabotage completed. How am I about to do that exactly? Well, if we head on in here, I'm going to grab, let's see, we got European Protector and European Power. Let's try that one first. And it doesn't really look like, well, I guess I could do that one as well. European Power, there we go. So, defeat combatants on Europa, unlocked an increasing rate of earning hero-always pieces for the first 30 per day. And then our other one is European Power 1. Complete bounties acquired from Varix awards Tier 2 Powerful Europa Gear. So we are going to want to complete these quests as quickly as we can. I seem to not have enough bounties, so what I'm going to do is I am going to grab a couple more repeatables off of him. As in exactly one repeatable. Then what I'm going to do is, let's see here. So we got kinetic weapons, power weapon kills, finishers, chests and Cadmus Ridge, Vex on Europa with void damage, trace rifle, and shotgun. So I can't do all of those. So we're going to probably have to rely on getting a few more repeatable bounties, but I know exactly how I'm going to be completing these. This is all part of the quest, so we're just going to be focusing on this today. I'm also going to be getting the last of my Radiolaria kills for the Born in Darkness Part 2 as well. So we're going to be heading straight on over to the Perdition Lost Sector here really quickly. Probably should also stick around for that public event. Also, there is a brig here, so I can show this thing off really quickly. Let me demonstrate this real fast while I kill this guy, this Enforcer brig. So let me do some more damage to him as fast as I can. Get him all frozen, shatter damage. We're just going to knock his defenses out. Don't let him depart. Quickly kill him. And there we go. So he is going to drop high value. He's going to drop a chest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately sparrow my way back. And I've been meaning to show this for a long time. How you can double dip on these high value target chests here on Europa. But immediately grab that chest. Go all the way over here. And as soon as you see Charon's Crossing pop up, which is about right there, we're going to want to immediately sparrow back on over to Cadmus Ridge. And if we're fast enough, that chest will not have despawned, and we can double dip from it again. Triple dipping, probably not going to happen, but the thing is if you're fast enough, you will stay in the same instance, therefore the chest is still there, and as you can see, it looks like it's closed. We run up to it again, and there we go. We get ourselves the grips this time on top of that, so pretty cool. Not going to complain about that. Now, I need void damage on specifically Vex, so I'm going to use power weapon do power weapon kills on them if I can help it, because I'm kind of in the market for both at the moment. Problem is, linear fusion is maybe not the best way of going about this. So I'm going to just kind of take all of these enemies out. Oh, there we go. I can actually, what am I saying? I can also grab this here, and then we can get even more power weapon kills. So one at a time. I also need that servitor. That also finished the stasis prototype, which is good. Now we need to do one of the Empire hunts, too, which there is still one we have not yet done. But take all of those out. I believe we still need to do the Dark Priestess. So there is some more bounties taken care of. Now I need to get finishers and shotgun final blows. So let me set this up really nicely. I also need to get chests here in Cadmus Ridge while I'm at it. So what I want to do is I actually want to switch off of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set Treasure Hunter. And with that done, I can instantly pinpoint where chests are and grab them with relative ease. So is this all making sense to you, how the order in which I'm doing things here, and how this all works, and how you can be as efficient at this as possible? It's pretty self-explanatory. Let me do this from a distance. There we go. I had a feeling that wasn't going to kill him. Okay, there we go. Can I fire another one from over there? Oh, I got 2 of them with that. Perfect. Then I can go on to that one. We have ourselves a public event here. So now Let's make our way back on over. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this entirely done in time. And I'm also not going to show this entire thing, but I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of how this is supposed to work and the order that we do things in here before I moved on. So with all that said, I will see you after this public event is done, back in the Perdition Lost Sector with hopefully more bounties in tow. All right, here we are. So I've got my Bone Chiller with me because I basically just need to get a bunch more shotgun and void kills effectively, and I'm probably not going to have enough shotgun ammo to get all of the kills that I need. Maybe I can get lucky with a drop here and there of heavier special, because this thing does have lead from gold, so we'll absolutely have to see. I mean, I've already got, oh, there we go. We already got a heavy drop, so that's not too bad. Can absolutely take advantage of those. We're just going to kind of shoot our way through as many as we can until we get the void kills necessary, and then once that's done, I'm just going to focus exclusively on kinetic kills for the rest of this, which I don't know if there's enough enemies in here to get that done. If I have to go to another lost sector, I absolutely will, but like I said, this is not too bad. I'm actually going to save that last one there so I can get more kills here. So, oops, pardon me, while I systematically destroy everything in here with no time to explain. Hello there, Wyvern. No, you stay right where you're at. Well, Time Chasm goes off. We are getting so close to finishing this thing. And I'm trying to show every single kind of step along the way here because it's really good to actually have a good understanding of how long this stuff can take if you're efficient enough with it. It's really not that bad. I mean, I can realistically, if I am very efficient with it, I could get everything in the Beyond Light expansion done in a day. That's if I ignored absolutely everything else. Like, I wasn't focusing at all on, let's say, and I'm just going to do that. There we go. But let's say if I wasn't focusing at all on any other daily stuff or seasonal content or anything like that, I could absolutely get all this stuff done in a single day. I mean, when I say a single day, I'm talking like 10 to 12 hours for sure, like all day long. But just, that's how fast I could easily get all this stuff done if I so desired. But I do not, because I have other things to do in my life, and yeah, it can be really obnoxious trying to just focus down and get all this stuff done. It can get tedious. It can absolutely get tedious, but if you are quick on the draw, and man, I am literally one of each away, but I also do want to get Courageous Expedition done. I can wait. That can wait. I'm literally going to head on over here and get a single, I probably should have just ran out of the area before I did this, but I'm going to run over here, grab a single kinetic kill and a single void kill, and we are done here. But yeah, like I said, if you're efficient enough, get this all done very quickly. It's not too bad, but Beyond Light in particular, I think, and this is where it really comes down to my biggest gripes with this expansion. The post-game content is, or the post-campaign content is the most tedious, and I think as a result, the most lacking. It's not bad. It's just kind of unremarkable in a lot of ways, which I think is unfortunate because, like I said, this expansion has so much potential. I mean, Europa as a location, particularly with the Deepstone Crypt and the Braytech Exoscience area, is so fascinating. It's such a cool area, but it is really held back a lot by its very rudimentary quest structure that is constantly padding, which I think a lot of people are not going to be huge fans of, and I think is where Beyond Light misses the mark, whereas future campaigns do not so much. By the way, something I should also point out here really quickly, you can actually talk to Varix outside the building. Like, if you get up really close right here, you can just approach him from here. Not even kidding. So there we go. We got that one done. Europa Power, get Hailing Confusion, and Empire's Fall is set. So you get Varix and Charon's Crossing. We get that done. Now, if he's willing to talk to me here, so we get the next step. Complete the Aftermath mission. So now we have another one to go do. And this is why I cut so much out of, and I did not mean to set that. So why I cut so much out of this episode is because I wanted to save time for us to be able to get this mission done as well. I'm going to check my Catalyst progress on No Time to Explain also. 70%. Not bad, not bad. We're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. 582 kills. It's not that far away. It really isn't. Although I think like almost 100 or maybe a little over 100 of those kills are not towards the Catalyst progress. So I still got some work to do. Also that. I do not know why that sparrow was moving so slow. That was very, very strange. Anyway, back up to Reservoir Approach. I will see you there in just a moment. I guess while I'm making up my way up there, I should probably further explain exactly one thing and one thing only here, because I was complaining about the rudimentary quest structure. Beyond Light does not have an issue with the amount of content. It doesn't at all. It is absolutely worth every single penny. You combine this with all the other stuff you're doing in the game. Beyond Light, on top of everything, can last you dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of hours. As long as you don't just beeline only its content, it can go for such a long time. And that's cool and all. That really is. But I've said before in the past, and if you've watched my No Man's Sky Let's Play, you might have understood you might understand where I'm coming from a little bit more. Not based on that game necessarily, but more so in my complaints that I had with that game. I like things of substance. Like, I am okay with busy work, and Destiny is a lot of busy work. Don't get me wrong. I mean, every live service is by nature busy work. That's kind of what makes these games function and tick and run and keep players coming back for so unbelievably long. But there are two things about Destiny that separate it from the rest that I really, really like. Now, the one is the gunplay. We've been over this. This is the only shooter I like to play over and over and over again because the shooting just feels so freaking good, and there is no other first-person shooter that even comes close, like anywhere close. It's just not even remotely comparable, so I am not a huge... oh, that's right. I forgot this guy also drops one of those penguin things. Let's grab that. Yeah, so... There's no reason for me to play any other first-person shooter unless it's got something really interesting like Titanfall 2 had with its platforming and wall running and all that kind of stuff. So I am not a fan in particular of those kinds of experiences or any other kind of live service experience for that reason, because they just can't top in that regard. But the other thing that I really like is special experiences in games. Games that give me those moments of, oh shoot, this is actually interesting, something cool is happening. And Destiny has a lot of those, I think, in the visual department, but also in the gameplay department. A lot of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just pulled that off. That was insane. I feel like I'm having those moments constantly while I'm playing this game, which is why I enjoy it so much. But also, it does need to have those moments within the actual story itself. And Destiny 1 had a couple of those, certainly. I would even go so far to say a few. Destiny 2, up to Beyond Light, has also had, I would say, a few of those. Okay? When I play games like... Let's name some live services that I am not as much a fan of. No Man's Sky is probably the best game on that end of the spectrum that I can point to. But if we talk about worse games, something like The Avengers or Outriders or The Division, games like that are... while fundamentally sound for what they're doing, are wholly incredibly unexciting and have a lot of core issues and really don't try to stand out from anything other than just going, hey, look, this is the thing that the game does. Let's just do it over and over again. I mean, The Division is as rudimentary as third-person shooting gets. The Outriders, kind of the same. I mean, a little more exciting. And then, you know, something like The Avengers is, oh, look, it's a Marvel, and that's pretty much all that game has going for it. Those kinds of things, like, I don't want to just be doing busy work. I want to be doing something that actually is fulfilling on top of the busy work. Beyond Light, to circle back to my point here, Beyond Light doesn't really fulfill you on top of the busy work. You seek out the fulfillment in the midst of the busy work, if that makes sense. The most exciting things of Beyond Light's quest are actually things we haven't done yet, which we will be getting into here soon. But all of this stuff here, we'll just go over it here. Those little salvage quests that we did, and then this Born in Darkness stuff. This stuff sucks, okay? This stuff is not fun. And Beyond Light is absolutely chock full of this stuff to the point where it does get really obnoxious. And that is my biggest criticism with this. Not all of the expansions had this problem. I mean, I would even go as far to say is that Beyond Light really kind of stands alone in that regard, because Forsaken wasn't really that bad. Forsaken was pretty... point you in the right direction, go do the thing you're supposed to do. Shadowkeep, same thing. It has a couple things here and there where it makes you stop and go back and do the Scarlet Keep strike or a Lost Sector here and there, but for the most part, it pretty much leads you along. Beyond Light was kind of the pinnacle of there is too much of this stuff. There is too much of this and this and this and this and this and way too much of these sorts of quests that just kind of permeated throughout the entire experience that people weren't a big fan of. And you know what? It's a good thing this was kind of the end of it, because they did not do this with future expansions. In fact, they even cleaned it up with the seasons that came out during this particular expansion. So, with all that said, let's jump on into the After the Math mission. Oh, well, that's really awkward. Hi, everybody.
Unleashed chaos on her own city.
Lucky for us, the Vex will further destabilize them. We just need to land the killing blow. See where the Fallen stand now that the Vex are at their door. Find the cracks in their defenses.
So now this time we can actually unseal this and head on into the last area in Europa that we have not yet been to, not counting the raid, of course, because the raid is its own thing. All right, so let's just follow this path over here. And remember that ruined city we were looking down upon after we defeated Eramis? Well, are you ready to head into that city? Because that is going to happen. Also, you guys spawned a little late. All right, let's kill all of you with my bone chiller here, because this is a very, very, very good weapon. I am so tempted to use my grenade shatter dive, but I don't want to, actually, because it is a little overkill for what we're dealing with right now. Yeah, especially these guys here, because those, I don't want these exploding around me. All right, so let's dispel that conflict. First one down. We're just going to be making our kind of way up here. Okay, this is more what I like to see. Beautiful. That's a lot more of a better use of my shatter dive. Thank you very much. And particularly my grenade, because that's the part that I'm not going to be getting back anytime soon. All right. Now let's take out all of them. Let's just get a nice little slide precision shotgun shot, because those shotguns are just so good when you get those precision hits in there. Don't you dare shoot at me. Almost got him. Let's go back to using no time to explain here. Want to stay consistent with that. With all that, the door should now open. All right, where is this taking us exactly? This is all interesting. What is this facility exactly? Is this just like the underbelly? The ironworks?
Be the new home of Elixir. Rees reborn. But these Vex will turn into dust.
Yeah, I don't think they're too happy with them being here, honestly. It's never really a good idea ever to set up your home right next to where the Vex are just absolutely messing everything up. Gotta say, not a good idea. It's not that they're like necessarily hard to deal with, but they are relentless. And in that regard, I can say, don't mess with them too much. Okay, I'm going to take this arc charge, and we are going to be bringing it all the way back to the beginning of the room. We need to get 3 of these charges off of the captains. So let's deposit that. And there we go. There's the first one. All right, let's keep going. So I think there's a sniper shooting at me somewhere. There you are. Let's kill him. Get rewind again going. Okay, this one's got a wyvern here, so I'm going to definitely super it, because I hate wyverns. They are such a pain in the butt to deal with. They can absolutely, totally one-shot you at basically any level in the game. So it's just not worth trying to mess with them too much. Let's grab this one, and it looks like our other guy spawned right there. I did not actually mean to go up and over, but I will take it, because that's actually going to help me out a little bit. Frickin' Stompies being overpowered as always in the jumping ability. And I think for this guy, get out of here. I think for this guy, I'll just use my shotgun. Why not? What is an arc courier exactly? A mailman for arc charges? And that's basically what that's saying. Where are you delivering them to, sir?
Commander, the Fallen are holding their ground against the Vex better than we expected.
Perhaps someone has risen to replace Eramis.
I think you may be right. Get deeper in the city. Find out who it is.
All right. We will investigate. So, I'm going to start by taking out you. Let's freeze you really quickly. Blow all of those up before they explode. Thank you. Okay, good thing that one's just a red bar. Let's keep going. You are not dead yet. Now you are. Oh, it was a very valiant effort there, Vandal. That one actually got me. Let's keep going. So we're at ×4 now. So we're going to want to head up here. You might not actually see it, but just kind of follow the lights as you go. And I'm just going to shotgun you guys because you're going to be obnoxious. All right, let's keep going.
Machine spawn. Did you believe you could break our Kel so easily? She has merely transformed, and she will rise again.
Critis. There it is, the last of Eramis's War Council. Hello. Well, I wasn't expecting you. All right. So this is Eramis's right hand. And what is she going to leave for us, I wonder? She's going to leave... Well, we got a captain here. Probably just a whole bunch of enemies, which, I mean, those are very doable. I can absolutely take those out. No problem. Let's get all these guys taken out. Get that time chasm going again. There we go. Got 2 with 1 burst there. I love to see that. It's always really satisfying when you get that. Take out those vandals. We got any big enemies here? Not particularly. I'm sure a boss will show up here in a second, though. But it sounds like we do have one more Empire hunt to do, with Critis still being alive. I knew she was around here somewhere, but we didn't know exactly where. Alright, what else do we got? Oh, here we go. This is where things are going to get interesting. And we got a walker.
Some for dusk. Perhaps they flee from Critis.
Possibly. But who's to really say? Alright, I'm going to use my shotgun immediately to take out this thing's legs because that precision damage is just stupid. And I think a few shots of this ought to take that walker out. Easy. Wow, that was the simplest kill ever.
Zavala, we're clear. But there's no sign of Critis. She got away.
We can't let Critis rebuild the fallen forces here. She slipped under our radar once already. Work with Varix on this, Guardian. He has insider knowledge.
We'll get it done, Commander.
And we will talk to Varix in the next episode. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode very much, and I will see you all in the next one.